So, the right-wing premier of British Columbia is demanding a meeting with Trudeau on healthcare and refuses to accept spending caps. This feels like a setup, if you ask me. In BC, the Liberal Party runs on the right, and the NDP runs on the left. The Liberals are the right-wing party in the spectrum. I've been critical of this government on a wide range of issues, but it's hard to believe that Christy is criticizing Trudeau from the left. Rather, if they can build a trail of statements that demonstrate that funding is inadequate, it could force the court to allow a market-based system. That's the court's argument, right? That so long as the state funds the system, it's constitutional. But if the state withholds funds, then that's equivalent to denying people access to health care. And it's hard to argue with it. The court cannot order the government to increase funding, right? The court doesn't it doesn't have control over the budget. But it can say that the law is unconstitutional if it's not being funded. So if you wanted to get rid of the universal healthcare system in Canada, this is what you would do, okay? You would make a big stink about how the government isn't funding the system. And then you would go to court about it. And that's what this feels like anyways. The system needs funding to work, okay, and a lot of it, that's agreed upon and understood by everybody all over the spectrum, right, left, in the middle. Everybody agrees that if we're going to have this system, we have to fund it. And if we don't fund it, it won't be a good system. The evidence is mounting that this government is the most right-leaning that the country has ever had. Our healthcare system is seen as a point of national identity. It means more to most Canadians than the national anthem or the flag, or certainly Alberta. Popular support levels are at the point of near unanimity in the 80s and 90s. 85-90% of people support the system as it exists in Canada and want it to be funded. If I'm right, what's happening here is the elite using control of Parliament for their own personal benefit. And there's no support for it. None. There's no popular movement to abolish healthcare in Canada. This is just the elite taking control of something. Okay, it's nothing more and nothing less. It's not a liberalization of anything. It's an abuse of power. And it's corruption. And it will, if I'm right, this will destroy the party at all levels for a generation at least. The Liberal Party will cease to exist. And if that's the case, it may be a very Pyrrhic victory. Because it will be a matter of months before the NDP comes back in and puts the system back in place and funds it. Because that's the popular will. I need to call on the federal NDP to focus very, very strongly on healthcare. Okay, the system appears to be under threat, and the thing is there's self-interest in this, because that's dumb politics for the Liberals. You won't take away our healthcare. Okay, not without a hell of a fight.